Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and welcome to Entri channel. This is Ashima, and in this video we're going to talk about daily news events. The purpose of this video is to bring in more detail and description to understanding of current affairs. So the video is going to be more in the descriptive format. That is, we are going to discuss more and more news events in as much detail as we can, or as much as it's possible or required. But for all those who still want to take quizzes and questions after the session, you can take a daily questionnaire or a daily quiz that happens on Entri app. So all you need to do is download this app from Google Play Store. There you have a multiple languages option as well. That is, you have option for choosing your own regional language in which you want to attempt the examination or the quiz, or any other course if for that matter you want or you are interested in. So you can opt for your own language as per your understanding, and then you can attempt a daily quiz which is about 10 to 12 questions or maximum of 15 questions per day, and it will help you keep in touch with the news events that are happening and in the past news events that have happened, right? So that's going to be helpful in keeping in touch, as well as keeping a tab on how updated you are. Right now, we'll be beginning with our segment. As for that matter, the first news event that we're going to talk about is eco bridges or eco ducts. Now, India has started working on this eco bridges concept. It has been seen in various parts of the world, especially in Netherlands. A lot of it has been in Netherlands and Singapore, but in India also we are starting to bail in. And as of now, the biggest project for eco bridges, if we are you might be aware of, it was proposed for Mumbai Delhi Expressway, right? For this, 5 eco bridges had been proposed that they are going to be formed. For that, first one has already been accepted by Rajasthan government and Gujarat government, because it is going to be over Ranthambore. It's going to be in and around the Ranthambore area. So for that, the state government permission was required, which had also been granted. But the first, you can say, eco bridge of India has been developed on smaller scale recently by Ramnagar Forest Division, or in the Ramnagar Forest Division in Nainital, Uttarakhand. Right over there, the first, you can say, eco bridge has been formed for India, which is on smaller basis for smaller mammals and reptiles. What does it do is, when such a expressway is there, a bridge is formed for the animals to cross, and so the forestation which is on this area is somewhat similar to both the sides of the road, that is, both the sides of forestation that is there, so that it does not provide something different. It looks like it is a part of the forest. So for a better connectivity for animals, and they don't face much of the issues, this kind of creative initiative had been taken. It is a wildlife connectivity arena which is constructed, and it includes overpasses, fish ladders, green roofs, tunnels, and canopy bridges as well. And it is not only for land; it is for water also. You might have seen a few, social media posts also where we have seen such, developments. If any expressway is going via water, so a bridge is created such that the water flow is there, so that fishes can also keep connected, right, and they're not disturbed by the vehicles that are moving up and around, right? So fish ladders are also included in this. It's not only for that, even fish ladders are included, right? As for the expressway which we're talking about, there are 5 animal bridges which have been accepted, and Ranthambore is in Rajasthan, as we all know. It's a tiger reserve, so therefore the better connectivity is quite required in that arena, and it is also the major portion for the expressway. Therefore, this eco bridges concept was introduced for that purpose, right? Now we'll be moving to the next news event, that being climate change performance index. Now, since it is November, December, in these both months, there are a lot of indexes that come up for the past year that has been. Therefore, there are lots and lots of indexes, lots of rankings and reports that you need to study about when it comes to examinations that are going to that you are appearing in December as of now. So this is a climate change performance index which was released by New Climate Institute, German Watch, and CAN, or Climate Action Network. And in this, it does not rank all the countries, but 57 major countries who have maximum amount of greenhouse emission, as we can say. So depending on the greenhouse emission, this ranking is done, and it is for only 57 of those countries where this emission report is prepared or analysis of that is done. Right, these countries, or these 57 countries that we're talking about, they account to 90% of the global emissions. Right, therefore we have restricted ourselves to these 57 greenhouse emitters, and this ranking has been going on since 2005. So since 2005 these rankings are being done. Now, as for the position of India, India is one of those countries which has got itself in the top 10 of climate change performance index. That is, India is performing quite well when it comes to climate change index. And this is for the second consecutive year that India has been ranked in top 10. China is in on the rank of 33. It has huge amount of carbon and greenhouse emissions that are there. And if we talk about the rankings, India has slid into the 10th. So India is ranked on the 10th position, that being making it into the top 10, right? Now, more about this among the G20 countries. Now, first of all, among the G20 countries, India is the only country which is working on the point schedule for the Paris Agreement. Right, we had talked about this in a few videos back, that in according to the Paris Agreement report which the government of India has represented, according to that, India is one of those G20 countries which is completely online with Paris Agreement, which was signed in 2015. And for that purpose, for the keeping a tab on our fulfillment of the goals, we have also launched a portal which is going to be completely dedicated to climate change. That is, we're going to talk only about climate change and the developments that India has taken, or the steps that India has risen over it. Then there is a committee or an association which is going to be formed, which is going to keep a tab on the movements of India for climate change, what all steps need to be taken care of. Right, so we are also launching a portal, we are forming an association for that purpose. And as for Paris Agreement 2015, the target is that from the industrial area or from industrial times, the increase of global temperature should not be more than 2 degrees centigrade. So for till 2100, and with that target going ahead, we are working quite fine for that purpose, right? So these all small developments of India are very, very important. Then India and UK are only G20 countries which are among the top rankers of this index. In the top three, it was empty, blank. No country was eligible to be in the top three. So, first, second, and third rank, they were left completely blank. So, the top ranked country, which was Sweden, was actually fourth ranked country. So, if we talk about the ranking, it was fourth ranked, but it has topped the index. Then, fifth rank was United Kingdom. Sixth was Denmark. Seventh was Morocco. Eighth was Norway. Ninth was Chile, and 10th was India. Right. So there were a total of 7 countries which were ranked, and they were in the top 10 of the countries. Right. So over here we have discussed about it. Now India's action plan for it is being constructed. As I told you, we're still working towards it. We are moving towards renewable energy. We are moving away from fossil fuel emissions, and the reduction of greenhouse emissions in India by 2030 is going to be reduced to 33 or 35%. That is the target we are keeping. And we are also aiming at creating a carbon sink. We had discussed about that earlier. So for 2.5 million to 3 million tons of carbon can be synced. So for a carbon sink, we are developing at the range of about 2.5 million to 3 million tons of carbon dioxide dump we are creating as of now. And one of the major investments of India is International Solar Alliance and the Solar Bank that we have proposed. So India's investments and the debentures in these areas, they are also very, very important as of now. Then we have a Smuggling in India report 2019-20. Now, Smuggling in India report has been created, and this is the report which was created by the Finance Ministry of India. Therefore, Nirmala Sitharaman released this report, and it was on the 63rd founding day celebrations of the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence. Now, in this, we had seen about all the smuggling, how much we have seized the smuggling material and stuff. So, according to that, the key findings were first of all of gold. 120 tons of gold was smuggled into India in 1920, which makes approximately 15 to 17% of the demand of India in the terms of gold. So, what is the demand? Out of that, 15 to 17% of the gold was smuggled into India, according to the World Gold Council. Then, for the areas from where this smuggling was taken place, 16-kilometer free movement regime we have between India and Myanmar. That is considered as a very porous area where the smuggling can be done very easily. So that area, and then others also, like Nepal. With Nepal, we have a porous kind of border relations, and with Myanmar we have porous relations. With Bangladesh there are various chances. So because of the borders that India has with international, or you can say India's international borders are, accordingly we see that this difference is coming up, or the smuggling is going on a rise. Then for narcotic drugs, there was a recent, you can say, seize which happened in Assam region and Manipur region, that had 1 lakh methamphetamine tablets. 1 lakh methamphetamine tablets, which are also known as Yaba tablets. These tablets were seized recently by the Directorate Revenue General, as they had said. Then, in terms of cigarette, India has the fourth largest illegal cigarette market in the world. Now, as for the sale of cigarettes and tobacco, Maharashtra government has taken a recent step, which is a bold step. That is, it has banned all the free sale of cigarettes. Therefore, what we mean by free cigarettes, the open cigarette sale has been banned in Maharashtra. That is the first state ever to do such a thing. Right? There is no other Indian state which has done something like this. Therefore, it is very, very important step as well to keep in tab of it. And when it comes to wildlife smuggling, we have a lot amount of wildlife smuggling that happens. That being red sandalwood smuggling, a lot of it has happened. Animal smuggling is a lot, and animal parts smuggling is also there. Red sanders or sandalwood is one of the major ones, exported to countries like Malaysia, Taiwan, China, all of these. Right? Next is Operation Blackface, Trace, and Crawler. Now, what do we study about this? First of all, you need to know about Operation Blackface. Then, related to this is Trace and Crawler, right? So, main thing is Operation Blackface, which is an operation launched by Maharashtra Police. So, Operation Blackface is of Maharashtra Police, and then we have these two as a part of Maharashtra Police. Right, so let's first of all see what these two are. If we talk about Crawler, this is a software which we have taken from Interpol, and this is going to help in tracking down child pornography. So basically, since you all know that we last year we had amended this act, right? The act was amended and the punishment for pornography was increased, right? So for that purpose, how to track down that who has done this or where has it happened from, 12 officers have been sent from India to Interpol to get the training for working on this software, and then they are going to learn on this software which we have purchased. After that, a trace team is going to be constructed. Now, what does trace stand for? It is tactical response against cyber child exploitation. This trace unit is going to be of about 270 policemen, and they are going to use this software for working towards child sexual abuse material, or CSAM, or against the child sexual abuse material. That is the campaign which is there for child exploitation. Against that, we are going to use the software which is known as crawler software, which we have taken from Interpol. Right? Now, if we talk about CSAM, child sexual abuse material, this this is basically it is basically a campaign which has been started for working for protection of children from these exploitation methods. And if we talk about pornography, or the the content of or inclusion of children pornography, that Delhi has topped in that list, followed by Maharashtra and Gujarat. Now, as I told you, Operation Blackface is of Maharashtra Police. So Maharashtra Police launched this Operation Blackface, and this is against the CSAM or Child Sexual Abuse Material. And the purpose is using the trace team for handling all this situation of child pornography. Right? Next is LiDAR technique. Now, LiDAR technique is being employed by Indian Railways. Where is it going to be employed? First of all, what does it stand for? LiDAR stands for Light Detection and Ranging Technique. And Indian Railways is going to use that to survey Delhi Varanasi high speed rail corridor. And this is going to use GPS, laser data, flight parameters, everything that is there, even the reflection refraction theory that you have heard about, that is also going to be used by it for making this route completely free of any error possible, right? Now, it is being used after the success of Mumbai Ahmedabad bullet train, which was to be started, and it will help in creating the route completely error free, as we can say, right? Now, how do we acquire this LiDAR data? The LiDAR data is acquired via helicopters and aeroplanes. They are mostly used for this purpose, and there are two types of LiDAR, as we said, topographic and bathymetric. Right, both of these are the two ways via which LiDAR can be done, and it can be done via helicopters and aeroplanes. Right now, what wavelength does it use? If we talk about that, infrared is the type of radiation that is used via this light detection ranging technique. Now, Delhi Varanasi corridor is about 800 kilometers, and it is going to help a lot of people in connectivity, especially in Lucknow, Mathura, Agra, Ayodhya, Varanasi. All of these areas are going to be connected on a better scale via conduction or via implementation of this corridor. Next, UP government has recently launched a scheme to take unique culture of Tharu tribes all over the world. Now, Jharkhand had recently done for its tribe. Now, UP is also doing for its tribe. Jharkhand had demanded that there should be a separate section for that particular tribe in the census because that tribe is becoming vulnerable. Now, UP government has launched a scheme for promotion of the culture of Tharu tribes all over the world so that they get a global recognition. It will create jobs for them. It will give them economic independence, right? Now, basically, if we talk about Tharu tribals, they are majorly located in the international border of Nepal, which we have. And the scheme which has been launched is Homestay Scheme. The name of the scheme is Homestay Scheme. Right? Then Orcha and Gwalior of MP have been declared or included in the list of UNESCO World Heritage Cities. As of now, we had only two UNESCO World Heritage Cities, that being Jaipur and Ahmedabad. Now, two more cities have been added from India, both of them from MP, that is Orcha and Gwalior. First, we'll see how does a city become a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and then we will talk about both the cities. The UNESCO World Heritage City is when the city can be recognized because of something which is a natural heritage, because of something which is a cultural heritage, or something which has a unique landmark of its own. That is how a city becomes a UNESCO World Heritage City. Right? Now, what do these both cities have? First, we talk about Orcha city. Now, Orcha city is very famous for its temples, for its uh, palaces, as we can say, and it was a capital of Bundela Kingdom. Bundela Kingdom capital was Orcha city. Now, Bundela Kingdom was approximately in 16th century, right? In 16th century around, Bundela Kingdom was there, and Orcha city was the capital of it. That being important from the part that now we can ask questions of history from Bundela Kingdom because Orcha city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So for all those who are preparing for examination, you need to see a bit about history of Bundela Kingdom. You need to see a history about Orchha city and all the important places to visit over there. That is Jahangir Mahal, Raj Mahal, Ram Raja Temple, Praveen Mahal, Lakshmi Narayan Mandir, all of these. And there are certain historic spots also. That is Gurji Mahal, Man Singh Palace, Sahasrabahu Temple. All of these things you need to know about because of this city being a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Right? Then we come to the city of Gwalior, which is again known for palaces and temples, right? And the fort of Gwalior is very important one. So Gwalior fort has winding road lined with sacred Jain statues and sandstone plateau and stuff like that. And this city was established in 9th century, ruled by Rajvansh also, by Kachvo also, by Tomar and Sindhyas. So all of them, the history of Gwalior city, as we can say, a bit of overlook on that is very, very important, right? Next, National Academy of Science. Over here, one thing before we go, Gwalior's Rajmata. Rajmata of Gwalior had recently got a coin minted in her name. So 100 rupees commemorative coin was issued by the government of India in the name of Rajmata of Gwalior. That is also very, very important. Then National Academy of Sciences has recently found that microwave radiation is a major cause of a neurological illness, which is very mysterious as of now, which is known as Havana Syndrome. So this syndrome has been named as Havana Syndrome, and it is for the first time that something like that founding has come up. It's a neurological illness, and it is found basically in American diplomats and intelligence officials, which are in China, in Cuba, and a few other countries which have been there for more than 4 years now, right? So the officials are stating that it is some kind of a microwave weapon is used to inject this disease into them, right? So laser waves or microwaves are used for creating this disease, and injecting this disease is the reason they have been proposing, but no official statement has come as of now, right? And how was this detected? In 2016, US diplomat and intelligence officials who were in Havana, they reported that they could hear strange sound and they could feel some sensations in their homes and in hotel rooms. And after those sensations, there were headaches also, and nausea and dizziness and sleep problems. Therefore, since 2016, after this whole situation was described, after that, this disease has been named as Havana Syndrome because the initial reporting was from Havana, right? And it is not just a few people, more than 12 dozen people have been affected via this. Next, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, or UNCTAD, recently declared Invest India as a winner of United Nations Investment Promotion Award 2020. So UN Investment Promotion Award was announced recently, and in that Invest India has been awarded. This award is created to recognize all the achievements in the increasing of investment in the country, right? And Invest India is one of those initiatives which has kind of increased itself a lot, or increased for itself a lot. And apart from increasing, the FDI in India has also increased to a huge scale comparatively, as per the World Investment Report. So that being it, this program is being considered as one of the reasons, and that is why it has been awarded. Next, again, another mystery disease that is in the state of Andhra Pradesh. More than 400 people have been affected. It broke out on 5th of December, and in these 4 days, about 400 people have been affected. We have no idea how it is spreading. We have no idea what this disease is. We just know that in Eluru district of Andhra Pradesh, there's nausea and consciousness which is being resultant. After that, some are reporting that there's seizures or convulsions happening. And this first case was on 5th of December, and this was in the Eluru district. So you must know where this Eluru district is. First of all, these diseases are not leaving us as of now. So in Andhra Pradesh, this was announced 5th of December, first case was reported, and in these 4 days, it has increased to a huge number. Then turtle population in the Red Sea is turning female now because of the rise in sea temperatures. You can say a flow of feminization is running. How is it that they are becoming females? Now, when the temperature is about 29.2 degrees centigrade, at that temperature, the turtles keep the ratio of male and female, ratio being that the new hatchlings which are there. So the new hatchlings ratio is at 50-50. That is 50 males hatchlings will be there, 50 female hatchlings will be there, right? But when the temperature rises above it, then the turtle hatchlings become female. Predominantly, they become female. So there are five sites which have been identified, and out of those five sites, four sites on this Red Sea are have temperatures greater than 29.2 degrees centigrade, and that is why over here the turtles are coming or becoming completely female, right? Next, World Turtle Day, it is on 23rd of May. So on 23rd of May we celebrate World Turtle Day, right? And this year, what was the theme? So this year the theme was adopt, don't shop. Adopt, don't shop. It was the theme of 23rd May, World Turtle Day, right? So over here we wind up the segment for today. I hope this segment was informative for all of you and it was helpful to you in all the perspectives possible, and it was more informative. In case of any doubts, you can put them in the comment section below and I'll answer them as soon as I can, as soon as they come to the notice. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Do like the video, share the video, comment on how you like it, and also subscribe to the channel for daily updates and various topic oriented updates as well. So see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye, take care, and have a wonderful day ahead.